Hello and welcome again to the TheDPost.com Sports Chat. I'm Anthony Pecoraro, filling in for sports editor Drew Rubenstein, alongside Todd Murray, and we're here to discuss WVU baseball. So Todd, WVU currently on a 4-game losing streak. What do they have to do to fix that, obviously, this weekend? Yeah,
it's been a tough row since they left Holly Field on a high note after taking 2 of 3 from Texas. They went to Lawrence, Kansas against a really hot Kansas team and got swept there. Then played their last non-conference game here recently against a Maryland team. They beat 14-2 at Holly Field in April and lost to them 4-2 yesterday. So they've got some work to do heading into Texas Tech this weekend. There's a lot at stake right now, and seeding for the Big 12 tournament, an NCAA berth, and there's a lot on the line this weekend. It's not like they've been playing horrible baseball during this streak. They actually out-hit Kansas in that series 35-28, but they were outscored 19-13. So the hitting has been there. The pitchers have gotten hit around a little bit, obviously, and that needs to change heading into Texas Tech.
So we bring up Texas Tech. All right, so they're 28-4 at home this season. How is WVU supposed to respond to that?
Yeah, you look at that record and you almost think it's a misprint or something. That, obviously a team that with that kind of record at home is going to play with a tremendous amount of confidence at home, and WVU needs to match that confidence. As I mentioned, they've done a lot to play for, and they need to win games this weekend in Lubbock. Yes, it's a difficult place to play, but WVU has won games in difficult venues before. They went to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and beat the Tar Heels when they were number 12 in the country in a game that was pulled together on short notice. So they just have to go in there with confidence and knowing what's at stake, as I mentioned earlier, with the tournament coming up and the NCAA tournament after that.
All right, well, let's say Mariners are able to capitalize somehow with Texas Tech this weekend. That could be a big difference in the Big 12 standings come after this. What can happen for the Mountaineers if they do play well? Right.
Well, they're sitting in 6th place right now going in to this weekend. If they were to sweep, they could potentially get as high as 4th. And there's going to be a lot of jockeying for position, in this last weekend of Big 12 play. Obviously, TCU and Oklahoma State are fighting, for that top spot. But, there are a number of teams like WVU, Texas Tech, Oklahoma, Baylor, that are all going to be fighting for position this weekend. It's going to be interesting to see, how it all shakes out heading into the Big 12 tournament in Oklahoma City next week.
Exactly. With the Big 12 tournament, then, to follow that, if the Mountaineers are able to play well this weekend, how big of a boost could that be for their confidence heading to that tournament?
Yeah, I think it's going to be huge, and they need win. They have 27 wins right now, and they had 33 last year. Did not get an NCAA bid. Of course, their schedule is not as strong. Their RPI is not as high. They're 27th in the RPI right now, and it would be hard to imagine them, getting, a bid with fewer than 30 wins. So I think that they know what they have to do, and it'd be interesting, to see how they respond in Lubbock, Texas this weekend.
All right, well, as always, alongside Todd Murray, I'm Anthony Pecoraro, and please continue watching the TheDPost.com Sports Chat.